Guys, it is Friday, and you know what that means. We are going to cover top 5 COMC sales from last week. Who are in the top 5 for baseball, basketball, football, and Marvel today? Did I cover all of them? Baseball, basketball, football, hockey, and Marvel. Stick around. Hello to all my sports card collectors, investors, all of my collectibles friends. It's another day. It is another card video. We are back again. Hope everybody is having a great week. How is your week going?
Sometimes I think I'm just wasting my breath.
If you're new here or you've been here a while, come on, commit. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. The notification bell as well. Guys, we put out a lot of videos, and so if you don't hit the notification bell, you will miss some. It happens all the time. I appreciate your support. Also, connect with me on IG at SportsCardDad, and I'm also on the Twitter, the SportsCardDad. All right, this is our weekly data from COMC. We do this by volume of sales, not dollar amount. The reason for that is because if somebody has a massively high dollar amount sale, they could be number one. We do it by number of cards, so it gives kind of a better idea of what's selling from last week. We're always looking at last week's data. They did provide me with a couple of interesting notes as well. We always add this in every week too. Aaron Judge was number one in volume and sales last week. Is that a big surprise for anybody? I don't think that it is for me. Frankly, Aaron Judge has been red hot. Is he the next Mickey Mantle? He's a Yankee. It's got a huge fan base, and of course, everyone's going wild for Aaron Judge. His prices really have been going up for a while now. So Aaron Judge red hot last week, number one in volume and number one in sales. And this is looking at the direct sales on COMC.com, as well as the eBay stuff, as well as port sales, all the stuff. Tua, Miami Dolphins quarterback, went off for 6 touchdown passes. He was the highest for football in dollars and second in volume. We will see if these Dolphins can keep it up. I mean, look, they've got Weddle and they've got Tyreek Hill, and those two guys are very tough to stop. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know why it makes me think of it, but it makes me think of when Dan Marino was throwing to the Marks. It was Mark Duper and Mark Clayton, I believe, but they were pretty much unstoppable in the pass game. And really between Weddle and Tyreek Hill, it's like pick your poison. You can't double both of them, and it's a problem for defenses. So as long as Tua can just get the ball out to these guys some way, even if it's bubble screen, and even short passing, whatever, just get these guys the ball. So Tua stuff has been on fire. I think it's just because, look, the NFL is so reactive. He had a huge week 2. They had a big comeback win. Can he keep it up? That will be what will be interesting to watch. Huge upside in Marvel sales this week. And that's the reason why instead of us doing non-sports, we're just doing Marvel. Basically 29 out of 100 of the top sellers this week were from Marvel. It's believed to be because, of course, the 2022 Metal E-Pack came out. And so there's just been a lot of that stuff. So we will cover all of that later. All right, hockey fans, let's start with the hockey stuff, shall we? Number 1, it is usually Wayne Gretzky, and it is Wayne Gretzky again this week. Number 2, we've got Connor McDavid. Number 3, Alex Ovechkin. Number 4, Austin Matthews. And number 5, Sidney Crosby. I mean, really, these are kind of legends of the game at this point. Maybe not legends for some of these guys, but really, for the most part, these are huge names in hockey. No huge surprises here. Let's move over to baseball. Number 1, as we said, Aaron Judge. Number 2, of course, who is the other baseball player everyone's excited about? Albert Pujols. He's here. Mike Trout at number 3. Shohei Ohtani at number 4. And Julio Rodriguez, if you can get his Topps Chrome rookie cards, they'll be there at some point in these silver packs, right? Julio Rodriguez, another baseball prospect everybody is really excited about. So not a lot of change on the hockey or the baseball front. Let's move over to basketball. Number 1, LeBron James is the mainstay. Like we always say, Michael Jordan really is number 1, but we just do active players here for now. We're looking into doing some of the other stuff as well. It's just more and more data that we got to pull. So we just got to kind of see how that's going to go. Number 2, a shot up for Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson sitting at number 2. Steph Curry at number 3. LaMelo Ball moves up onto the list at number 4. And then Anthony Edwards, he's always 4th or 5th on this list, I feel like. But Ant-Man back there, people love their Ant-Man cards. I tell you what, it's funny because, he's on the Timberwolves. So right off the bat, he's playing for a team that's just it's not a big market team. It's like, I've heard all the jokes about like careers go to end, in Minnesota. Like you can be an absolute superstar in Minnesota, but you just don't get any sort of kind of hobby love or whatever. Ant-Man is kind of he's the one that's really been different in that regard. I mean, a lot of people excited about this guy, and really that team in general, a lot of young talent, and you never know. I mean, once you get into these playoffs, you just never know. So the Wolves will be an interesting team to watch, and Ant-Man is always funny in press conferences and everything, so we will see what happens there on the basketball front. Basketball season coming up soon. We've got some newcomers on the football list. Number 1, Jalen Hurts. All I've heard about is the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. They're the best team in the NFC and this and that. It's just hilarious to me. We're literally 2 games into the season, and we've got the Eagles going to the Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts. Now, granted, Jalen Hurts made a couple of nice plays here and there. I saw him make a couple of nice running plays, but this guy's got a long way to go to really prove himself. But his cards have been moving. He is number 1 last week for sales after his big performance. Tua at number 2. Number 3, the GOAT, Tom Brady. Number 4, Jalen Weddle, the Dolphins wide receiver, is on this list at number 4. And the big guy himself, Josh Allen, rounds out football at number 5. Obviously, the Bills look amazing. Everyone's really high on the Bills and Josh Allen, really coming off of last season where Josh Allen was literally, 12 seconds away from playing in the Super Bowl outside of some craziness from Patrick Mahomes, to finish out that game. But Josh Allen has really ascended, and there's just high expectations for the Bills. I've seen so many different kind of the predictions people. It's Bills, Super Bowl, Bills, Super Bowl. This is kind of their year. They've got a great team. The Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs connection is amazing. So just kind of like with the Dolphins, with Tyreek and Weddle, the Bills with Stephon Diggs, just incredible. So we will see. There's going to be some fun playoffs this year to watch, I think, on the football side. All right, and then to round this out, as we said, the metal product came out, a lot of excitement around Marvel Metal, and the E-Pack dropped. So you've got number 1, Spider-Man, big shocker there, right? People love their Spider-Man. Number 2, Wolverine. People also love their Wolverine. Number 3, Venom. Number 4, Captain America, and number 5, Carnage. It's just funny to me how Spider-Man's number 1, and then his 2 main villains, Venom and Carnage, are on this list. I mean, the whole Spider-Man, Venom, Carnage, the symbiote connection is got to be the hottest, I think, just the hottest storyline in Marvel. Obviously, there's a lot of different storylines in Marvel, but man, those characters are just so damn popular in the comic books, and then also it shows here on the card side as well. Any surprises here, guys, to you? Have you been on COMC.com? Check it out if you haven't already. Channel partner COMC.com, always bringing the heat, great service, and doing some good stuff over there. So guys, have a great weekend. Stay healthy, stay awesome, and I will talk to you again later.